Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Slay the Spire 2 Regen Ascension 8. Let's give it a shot. So I still have Regen and Ironclad to get to A10. Everyone else is there already. I do like the Greed. Ooh, I kind of like this right path, although... I don't know, it's a little rough. If I go this way, I can get Shop, Fire, 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 Shop, Elite. So I get an early shop. Plus here I can either get another shop and an elite, or I could go this way. All three of these ways work pretty well. But I definitely want the greed. That way I can make some money moves at the shop. I should be able to find a good relic with two different shops. Actually a decently hard enemy here. Greed makes it trickier. Early Glow or Early Astral? Early Astral is really nice for AoE fights like this one. Saving my stars here. Now I can Astral generate it back. And that way I can weaken you. Throw into another slime. Dang, if that was a strike, I could have gotten lethal. Ooh, this is a very early black hole. See, mini regen, which is very good. There's also an anchor, there's also a gold axe, dramatic entrance. Hard to say. Mini regen is a lot of scaling. Gold Axe solves Act 1 pretty much on its own. Maybe I just get the two colorless cards. I have like good relics, but I want to try for like a great relic. Nice, solved that fight. Solar Strike is more stars. I'll just take it. Upgrading my AoE makes a lot of sense, so hitting that and then the colorless card. I don't really feel like spending more money. I'll take a full heal. It's pretty solid. Let me hit this. Toxicate. Okay, this is pretty nice so far. I'll wait here. Wow, that was a really good turn one. Okay. Forge 10, next turn gain energy. It's okay. Just giving 2 stars is pretty huge. I see Kunai. Ooh, but Child of the Stars is also very strong. And I could do Child of the Stars Blood Vial. What is this relic? When you exhaust a skill, add a copy to your hand. This is an attack. Bulwark is very good. Prolong is very good. It's just Kunai. Look for more 0 cost attacks. I could try to split you this turn. I think I'm fine. Dang, I thought I had that other power in play. And that would do AoE. Well, now I can. Or Chalcum is nice. Glow Plus probably works pretty well here. The thing about the Gold Axe retaining is I pretty much always just want to use it. Black Hole upgrade isn't huge, but it is nice. Or Chalcum really good in this fight. I will block here though. Because of my extra dexterity, and it's not a frail turn. It cannot be! Solid, solid. Building up that gold axe. Or dexterity that fight. Void form is really good here. Tooth is really good. Tooth and I just hit all my defense. Yeah, I just hit 2 defense, gold axe, void form. Venerate. Yeah. Okay, I want some easy hallway fights. Go for question marks. Even though I do want hallway fights, going for question marks is generally just better. Maybe here if I want to go to the shop. I don't think I'll get enough for the shop to be worth. Relics are just super expensive in Spire too. This is still worth playing for Gold Axe, although I don't have Gold Axe. Oh, you're trying to take my black hole? Give me energy. It's the weaker one. Okay, Venerate's back. That's a good one. Black hole is back. Collision Course is a zero cost attack. I don't know if I really care about the debris. How many powers do I play? One? Yeah, I don't really care. I also don't have a shop to remove it. Okay, I guess we can go this way, get the Fel Potions. Maybe even more relics. Nice. Okay, Bulwark and Glitter Stream are both very good. I think Glitter Stream's a little better with the Kunai play I'm trying to cook up. That's very good. Orichalcum is good, but I don't really need it. Past that Act 1 fight. Permafrost is good, Lunar Pastry is really good. Definitely gonna rest. Because I can't use a potion on that elite. Oh, back prep, huge! Huge setup here. Kunai or Glitter Stream? I don't know which is better to set up. I don't have Orichalcum, so I think Glitter Stream, just because it's hard to block against this guy. Need a 3-block, whatever. I'll keep the debris in the squad. Bigform is back, which is huge. Stardust is also huge. Another 0 cost. I'd like to hit it, but it's more important to survive. I have Defending Gold Axe still in limbo. Yeah, I can't really full block anyways. Oh, and that does give me defense now, with all my new relics. Definitely want to glow. Small price to pay for Decimillipede. Hold on, what did I just get? Oh, another defend. Nice. Yeah, that is draw. I'm remembering. Okay, I got Whetstone Gorget, Look of Stars, Applicace, Orbit, Automation. Beat Down with the The free-to-play thing is kind of nice. Definitely want to get rid of a strike. Definitely want to Gorget. I think I don't care about any of the rest. Cosmic Indifference and Cloak of Stars are both pretty great. I can bring back Glow. And Cloak of Stars is just really good block. This is another 0 cost, but now it doesn't really matter. Kingly Kick is pretty good, but a bit hard to play. And I could buy a potion for this boss. Maybe just a power potion. I'll seize it at the start. Big void form there. Okay, Gorget. Now 2 dexterity. Okay, we're cooking here. Gold Axe, welcome back to the party. Pagon lets me kind of pare down my deck. I don't think there's any upgrade that's super worth risking it. Alright, let's see what power we get here. Oh, that does have retain on it, but I kind of just want to play it whenever I get it anyways. Take a little bit of D, but I do have Gorget at least. What a card to draw there, wow. Nice. Nice. Oh my gosh, look at that block. Girl, look at that block. Work out. Bam, 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 bam. Died too fast for the third bam. Not sure what I'd want Heirloom Hammer to hit. Oh, it could hit Gold Axe. Wait, that's actually interesting. But also 7 stars with Void Form. Very hard to argue against. Arsenal... little bit weak. I don't think Arsenal's super needed. But these are both big cards. For Void Formed it. Orange one, choose a mighty weapon. I do like just Sigh. It makes it easier to play my Void Form. Because, I get blocked every turn. The only late shop is if I go this way, which is a little awkward. But it is doable nonetheless. I don't know if Astral Pulse or Falling Star does more. I think since I'm just focusing this guy, I'd rather do it this way. Nice. Wait for him, you are not quite in the cards here. Nice. Cash is pretty good, Patter is pretty good. Kinda like the idea of just getting more good block cards. Too bad I drew 7 stars there. Oh, I keep forgetting about the Permafrost block. Bring back 7 stars, draw into it and play it. And we win! Upgraded Void Form goes so crazy just because you can deal that. Even with Retained Monologue, it's just kind of not the best. Seven versus 7 times 3. I guess I could have done Patter. This is unfortunate. Not sure how I'm gonna deal with this fight. I really bottom deck Void Form. I'll just tank it. Alright, come on, draw into my AoE. Okay, I found my lethal. Particle Wall is really good. Another Glow is maybe better? I feel like I am struggling for draw. But also Particle Wall. It's 12 block, which is pretty crazy. I have Fire Mix. That hit 7 stars. That was very weird. The worst thing it upgraded was like a strike. I could have gotten Shuriken Kunai. I can get Child of the Stars and a removal, which is pretty wacky. There was another shot, but I don't really care. Maybe enough money for removal? Look, no. 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 I don't really need Gold Axe. It's not really my win condition like it was at the start of the run. One more Patter is pretty solid. Bulwark also very good. Bulwark's a little better because it can get hit by Void Form and be very, very good. Yeah, let's take it. Got my Metallicize and I get block from Void Form. Yeah, Shuriken would have done a lot there. Where is 7 stars? I should just play Pulse. I found 7 stars. My dog hates this enemy, that's why she's barking. Yeah, energy is what I lack. Not draw. I'll keep Entropic Brew. Maybe I'll get a potion out of this fight. Potion's pretty great. Quasar is interesting. I don't think it really does much for me, though. Now, this fight's probably going to be the hardest, because I... Wait, I only have one boss. Still going to be hard, though. I can't play Neutron unless I redraw it. I do want to play Glitter Stream, but I don't want to trigger your thing. So if I can full block, I might as well just full block. Okay, pretty good phase 1. Prince. Okay, solid. Okay, so next turn you're gonna come back to life. Intangible, so I just have to block. Okay, tuning fork, big clutch there. Oh, draw. I do have Guiding Star, which is feature draw. It's also a star card. Get rid of a strike here. Give me 3 burns. It's a discard at least. Unfortunate that that was his intangible turn, but not the worst, really. Thing here I want to get rid of. Nice. Okay, intangible turn here. So of course I get 7 stars. I might live this. The animation makes so much sense when you kill him with a fire potion. I've arrived again. The loud fool returns. Neither loud nor a fool. Face me. Bap. It's kind of crazy just how tense that last battle was. Because I just drew, like, in the worst order possible every time. And my solution for removing burns, I don't think it ever showed up on a turn where there was a burn or a wound, which made things tricky. If I had like 1 or 2 more glows, it would not have been as close as it was. That intangible is no joke. I didn't get a Radiate or a Lunar Blast. They both would have been good. That was just a very solid, fast, good run. Which is kind of refreshing for regen. Normally it's kind of painful. But that wasn't too bad. My ancient boons weren't like super exciting. What were they again? I got the Tooth, which gave me some upgrades, and then I got, oh, the passive block, which both are good. I think Tooth is kind of a weaker version of that other ancient boon that upgrades 4 immediately. But it is kind of more interesting because you like lose your best cards, but then you get them back stronger. It's very interesting. I am sad that I had to leave Gold Axe behind, but I think it was a necessary sacrifice. That energy potion was sitting there like it would ever do anything. I got mad science at the end. I did not need that. It is a colorless card, so it would have synergized with the gain 1 strength when you play colorless cards. I feel like the colorless cards in Slay the Spire 2 are a lot more interesting than in Spire 1. Like, there's so many more ones. And Prolong is such a simple effect that you'd think that, yeah, that was like a Slay the Spire 1 level thing. Just makes so much sense. It's like Blur, kind of. Maybe better than Blur, I don't know. Basically Blur. Blur by any other name. You know, Finesse and Flash of Steel are back, and Dramatic Entrance, Mind Blast. But the new stuff, like Fisticuffs, the 1 energy wallop, it's just great. I do wish Watcher didn't have to die in order for us to get more cool colorless cards. But such is life. Bolus. This is kind of a funny one, because, like, on the surface this looks pretty weak. It's only 3 damage. But if you get it early, that 3 damage can really do something. Especially if you have Shuriken or Kunai. At Kunai, I was a little bit suffering for damage. Shuriken would have been nice, but Kunai is the better one, because it lets you block. Imagine if the Gold Axe upgrade made it deal double damage if the cards played. That'd be pretty busted. Honestly, I feel like I could have attached a Rolling Boulder to that one and still to that run instead of one, because with Void Form it's actually kind of playable. It is funny that Eternal Armor feels worse than Rolling Boulder. Because it's a lot of block. But, like, you can pretty much only play it on turns they aren't attacking. So, in essence, it's 6 plating. Because you have to wait a turn. At least in early game. In late game, maybe you can figure out some way to play it. Playing Void Form actually wasn't as hard as it normally is on 3 energy. Just because of the relics I had gave me a lot of block. Because I got 6 on playing it, I had 4 plating at the start of every combat, and I had 7 block from size. I probably would not have won without size, but I still consider it to be a pretty boring boon. It's just, like, arguably one of the best ones. Because there's no circumstance where you wouldn't want 7 extra block added onto any run. This is a very cool upgrade. I like Sealed Throne too, I forget how you get it. It's one of the ancient boons, but I don't remember which ancient boon. Which ancient gives it to you. The Sealed Throne... I don't think it would synergize with the one where when you spend stars you gain block. But with, like, Black Hole... Where is Black Hole? This basically is like 1,000 cuts with extra steps. So every card you play deal 4 damage to all enemies. I should really know by now, if this is 8 damage if you gain 2 stars, or if it does more with, like, Stardust. I think because of how it's worded, it's always exactly 4 damage, even if you're gaining multiple stars. So, like, if you had multiple Genesises, it wouldn't help you. Genesis was very good in that fight, but I only drew Stardust on the intangible turns, which was a bit rough. But I feel like overall I played that run pretty well. I might overrate Begone a bit. I think it's good if you're going for an infinite or like a small deck, but a lot of times you just don't want to use it. Because early game, it's expensive energy-wise, because it's 2 energy to get rid of a card. And then late game, you want to keep your defense around, even though they're, like, arguably weak cards because they block. And most of the turns that you want to get rid of cards is also the turns that you have to block. If this was transform any card into minion sacrifice, it'd be a lot more doable. That's why guards is so good. Where's guards? There it is. I think this is the only way to get minion sacrifice. It is kind of crazy that this has any number of cards in your hand, so if you play like 3 glows or whatever, you could get rid of 9 cards because of hand size. Or just the 2 cost, draw 6, whatever card. When are you ever gonna upgrade this? Maybe if you're going for like a crazy infinite, you'd want to upgrade this, but this is like the last thing you would ever upgrade. I don't know when I would use this. The thing is, there's so many ways to draw for 1 cost. There's like glow. There's the other draw card. Glimmer somewhere. There it is. I do like Glimmer. It's good for when you want to like set up a big Stardust or whatever. Is this Salt Bay? Oh my gosh, I never noticed. I think this is that sentry bug thing. The mood is destroying it. That's pretty good. By the way, and this probably won't be a thing for a while, but I did have an idea of making a modded character based off Rolling Boulder. And like, the idea is every card you play builds up your boulder, but you're like Thornton and you start with like 4 damage strikes and 3 block defends or something. I think it'd be kind of a fun idea. There's no boss relic swap, so I wouldn't have to worry about tying it into the starting relic. This is something that Slay the Spire 1 modded characters have a lot of problems with, because people will boss swap, which I never really do, so I consider it kind of disrespectful. Unless I'm like really familiar with the starter relic. But they'll boss swap and then like, you know, for instance, imagine Harold didn't have his healthiness mechanic. Just be very strange. And like some cards would just break because they expect you to have the starter relic. Luckily it's not a problem with like any of the vanilla characters. And the really like polished mods like Downfall don't tend to have a problem with it. But that's why I don't use boss swap when I get the option. What is this supposed to be? It looks like a cultist hand, kind of. Maybe stirring a cup of tea? Oh, and the cup of tea is showing the cultist hand stirring a cup of tea. It's like a endless loop thing. Wow. Well, this was interesting. That poor fish. You know, it might be a more balanced way to make Rolling Boulder scale. The first card you play, its energy cost gets added to the boulder. And then, like, once you beat an ancient, the upgrade for it would be the first 2 cards you play each turn. Instead of the first card. I think that would be neat. And then you try to, like, play big energy cost cards early. Because the thing is, like, with a concept like this, you could make it really broken by accident. So you'd have to make sure that it's not, you know, you just win by selecting the character. Just modded things. I don't know if I'd want to make it until, like, full release, though, and patches settle down, but I am tempted. Something about Slay the Spire, it's got me entranced. But anyways, enough pipe dreams. If you enjoyed this episode of Slay the Spire 2, where I played some Regent, leave a like, comment, subscribe, I will see you on the next one. Peace out, and thanks for watching.